Okay, I'm recording.
Okay, good. So thank you everyone for making it to yoga class today. And as you get yourself situated, I just wanted to share that based on Cindy's sermon on Sunday, I chose our theme to be flexibility. So thinking in terms of flexibility for the body, which we will go through a slow flow today to promote that flexibility. Also flexibility in our thinking. So flexibility in our thinking hopefully will help us to look at others and just look at others with loving kindness, not only ourselves, but see through different eyes. As we go through this practice, I will make a few suggestions, a few affirmations that hopefully will help us get there if we're not already there. So finding a comfortable seat, whatever's comfortable for you. I'm sitting on a blanket today. My hips are a little bit tight, so I like to sit a little bit higher. So I'm on my blanket, but you sit with one leg in front or the other. We will switch them out when we're halfway through our warm-up. So come to your comfortable seat, eyes closed, finding a nice tall spine, the base of the spine reaching into the earth, the crown of the head reaching towards heaven. Take a moment here, breathing in and out through the nose to find some stillness. Knitting the belly button to the spine, lifting the heart, growing tall, enjoying your own breath here. Palms come together at heart center, Anjali Mudra. We'll take one round of Om together to begin our practice of flexibility. Inhaling to chant, deep breath in. Om. Bringing palms back down to the knees, shoulders back and away from your ears, lifting your heart. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, back down to your sides. Inhale, nice sun salute. Exhale, slowly come back down. Inhale. Exhale, one more. Inhale. And exhale, come back down. Inhale, center, palms on your knees. Exhale, drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. And we're here for several breaths. Feel the weight of your head, allowing the muscles on the side of your neck to stretch and relax. Finding length in the spine. If you feel yourself pulling forward, find your straight back. If you need a little bit more, stretch out your right hand and split your fingers, perhaps touching your fingertips to your mat. And if you want even more, stretch out your left arm, bring it up and over, rest it gently on the top of your head and allow your fingers to dangle over your ear. Just a few breaths here. Remember, when we do remove our hand, if you have taken it this far, you keep your ear towards your shoulder. 2 more breaths here. Preparing to release, inhale, center. Exhale, allow the arm to come away from the head and back down. Slowly bring your chin to your chest. Dropping the chin to the chest as you inhale. Slowly push into your chest and your neck and lift your head. Gently shake your head. No. And then yes. Going to the other side, inhale, center. Exhale, allow your right ear to drop down to your right shoulder. If this is enough tension for you, stay here, just allowing the weight of your head and gravity to stretch those muscles on the side of your neck. If you need a little bit more of a stretch, stretch out your left arms, lay your fingers, allow your fingers to come down to touch the mat. Stretch out your right arm, lift it up and over, place it gently on your head, allow the fingers to dangle over your ear. Keeping shoulders back and down, straight spine. As you exhale, release as much as you can, bringing oxygen and strength and flexibility to those muscles. Preparing to release, inhale, center. Release the right arm, bring it down. Exhale, drop the chin slowly towards the chest. Inhale, center, bring your chin toward your chest and your neck until you are finally looking straight forward again. Gently shake your head, no. Looking one way and then the other, and nodding a very gentle yes. I am very flexible. Inhale. Exhale, look over your right shoulder or over your left shoulder. If you are mirroring me, this is my left shoulder, but you're right. Inhale, center. Bring your left arm up. Place the base of your palm between your cheek and your jaw and apply pressure, equal pressure from face to hand. Keep breathing in and out through the nose. You're not wrestling with yourself here. You're just applying a little bit of isometric. Two more breaths, in and out through the nose, pressing equal pressure. On your next inhale, prepare to release on your exhale. The left arm comes down, your head remains where it is. Inhale. As you exhale, look further over your left shoulder. Inhale slowly back to center. Once again, drop your chin to your chest and use your nose as your guide to make little half crescent moons, going gently from one side to the other. It's not uncommon to hear cracking or popping in the neck. Sounds you're not familiar with maybe because we don't really do these exercises often. Inhale, center, chin is now at the chest. As you exhale, draw your chin up your chest, your neck, and we're at center again. Inhale. As you exhale, look over your right shoulder. Stay here, shoulders back and down. Inhale, center, bring your right arm up, place the base of your palm into or between your cheekbone and your jawbone and apply equal pressure as you breathe in and out through the nose. We're increasing our range of motion here just by applying this bit of isometric behavior. One more breath here before we come out of the pose. Deep breath in. Exhale, release your right hand. Continue looking over your right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, look further over your right shoulder with your head and also your eyes. Inhale, slowly come back to center. Take your time. Again, make those small crescent circles. So inhale, center. Drop the chin to the chest slowly. And at your own pace, using your nose as your guide, make small little semicircles or half moon crescents with your nose, moving your head from one side to the other. Coming back to center, inhale, push your chin into your chest and slowly lift your head back to center. If your eyes were closed, open your eyes. Place your hands behind you. We're going to just readjust our legs. So if your right shin or left shin was in front of you, now place the other shin in front if you were sitting in this position. If you were on your knees in another position, switch because your legs might be falling asleep. If not, stay where you are. So we'll do a couple of side stretch and a twist. So inhale, arms high. Exhale, left arm comes down, fingertips or palm to the mat, reach up and over as you exhale, pushing your palm into the mat and reaching your right hand over your head as if you're reaching towards the wall. Inhale, center. Exhale, right arm comes down, left arm comes up and over, pushing into the mat and reaching with your left hand. Inhale, center. We'll do it one more time. Exhale, drop your arm down, up and over. You can look up to the sky and make it a little bit of a twist if you like. Inhale, center. Exhale, come up and over. Maybe look up to the sky if you can. Inhale, center. Palms come back at heart center. Anjali Mudra. Palms come down on the knees. Take a moment here to feel the sensation of your movement. Breathing in and out through the nose. Prepare for a slight twist. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, left arm comes behind you. Right arm comes towards the left knee, placing the back of the palm on the knee or just above the knee. Inhale, center, and begin twisting from your belly to ribs, chest, neck, head, and eyes. 2 breaths here. Preparing to release. Inhale, center. Exhale, slowly allow your arms to come overhead as you exhale back to center and untwist. Inhale here. Exhale, opposite side, right arm comes down behind you, left arm comes down, the back of the hand above the knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, begin twisting from belly button to ribs, chest, shoulder, neck, head, eyes. 2 breaths here. Preparing to release. Inhale, slowly untwist. Allow arms to come up. And as you exhale, palms come back to center, Anjali Mudra, offering seal. Bowing to the wisdom of our heart, taking a moment here to feel the sensation. Place your palms either up or down on your knees for just a moment, a few breaths, and feel the opening you've created in your upper body. Preparing to come to tabletop, place your arms behind you and push your knees forward or push your body forward and find tabletop on your mat. If you used a blanket, you can remove your blanket. If you need a blanket for your knees because they're very tender, then put a blanket underneath your knees. Palms under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We're going to do a few rounds of cat-cow. So inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, lift the head. Exhale, drop the tailbone, lift the belly, drop the head. Inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, lift the head. Exhale, drop the tailbone, lift the belly, drop the head. 2 more. Inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, lift the head. Exhale, expand and contract, drop the tailbone, lift the belly, drop the head. Last one. Inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, lift the head. Exhale, drop the tailbone, lift the belly, drop the head. Coming back to tabletop. Walk your hands out just a little bit farther in front of you. Inhale, as you exhale, stretch out your right leg behind you and place it behind your left leg on the mat. So we're preparing to do a side stretch. So inhale, arm rises. Exhale, push into your right foot and stretch your arm overhead. On your next inhale, lift your arm up high. Exhale, bring it down. Bring your right knee down. Come back to tabletop. Do a little wiggle. Maybe stretch your left leg out as you exhale. Walk your right hand out a little bit further. Take your left leg, place it behind your right leg at the corner of your mat. Find your balance here. You're getting ready to do the same thing. Inhale, arm rises, pushing into your outside foot. Exhale, lift up and over, finding a nice deep stretch for your laterals. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left arm comes down, left knee comes down. Open your legs wide, touch your big toes together. Push back into Balasana, child's pose. If child's pose is difficult for your knees, you can always use a mat. You can always use a bolster, sorry, and you can be up higher. The purpose of child's pose is to really give you release back here in your lower back, but we're only here for a second. So as you're breathing, just allow your lower back to release. Just a few breaths. Wherever there's tension, let it go. So coming back to tabletop, we'll do a few tabletop crunches and find our balance. So if crunches are a little bit too challenging for you, you can stay in tabletop or in balance, or go back to Balasana, child's pose, or you can simply just watch. So do what is healthy and right for your body. Inhale, center. Exhale, right leg comes out behind you, flex the foot. Stay here, or inhale, center. Exhale, left arm comes straight out, thumb is up towards the ceiling. Remain here in balance, or inhale, center. Exhale, bring your elbow and your knee together. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, bring it in. Last one, inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, bring it in. Left palm comes down, right knee comes down. Other side, inhale, center. Exhale, left leg comes out, flex the foot. Inhale, center. Exhale, right arm comes out, thumb points up to the sky. Stay here. If you ever need to drop a foot or a hand, please do so. Inhale, center. Exhale, knee and elbow come together. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, bring it in. One more, inhale out. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, stretch it out and hold. Inhale, right arm comes down, left knee comes down. Spread your legs wide, touch your big toes and push back into Balasana, child's pose. Feel the sensations in your body. Notice how your breath has changed. Notice how your body has heated up. Push into the palms of your hands and walk your hands back towards your knees. If your knees were on a blanket, as mine were, remove your blanket. Coming back to tabletop. Palms are under the shoulders, knees under the hips. It might be more comfortable for you to walk your hands out a bit as we prepare for downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, inhale, center. Exhale, push up and back into your downward facing dog. Drop the head, press into your fingers and the knuckles of your hands, and maybe walk your dog. So bending one knee and then bending the other knee. Feet coming back to center. We'll do 2 rises. So inhale, rise up on your toes. Exhale, bring your knees towards the mat. Inhale, up on your toes. Exhale, bring the heels towards the back of the mat. One more inhale, up on your toes. Exhale, bring the knees towards the mat. Inhale, up on your toes. Exhale, bring the heels towards your mat. Lift your tailbone. Bend your knees if you need to. Inhale and slowly walk your feet and maybe your hands towards you, whichever works for you. If you're very bent as you do this, it's fine. If you have straight legs, it's fine. It's all good. So coming to the top of your mat, we're going to do a couple of slow flows, so namaskar. So bending the knees here, grab opposite elbows, allow yourself to dangle, really allowing that back to release from the lower base of your back all the way to the top of your head. A few breaths here. Inhale, center. Exhale, plant the palms or the fingertips. Bend the knees deeply. Exhale, push into your heels and slowly backward swan dive to standing. Palms come together and down at heart center, Anjali Mudra. We'll do this one more time before we add our lunge. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, slowly forward fold. Bend your knees if you need to. Fingertips should be touching the mat or palms. Drop the head. Inhale, half forward fold, flat back, gazes at your mat. Fingertips are somewhere on your legs. Inhale, center. Exhale, palms come down to the mat. Bend the knees, push into your heels. Backward swan dive all the way to standing. Slight back bend, palms come together at heart center, Anjali Mudra. One more time, this time we're going to add our low lunge. So inhale, arms high. Exhale, forward fold, drop the head. Inhale, flat back, half forward fold. Inhale, exhale, palms down to the mat, bend the knees. Step your left foot back, drop your left knee, right hip comes back, left hip comes forward, your right knee is over your ankle. Stay here, inhale, center. If you need blocks to help you, use blocks. Push into your feet, come up to Anjali Mudra, heart center. Preparing to go into Son of the Wind pose, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, center. Bring your hands up high. Stay here for one breath. Hug your thighs together, palms together, down at heart center. Palms down on the mat. Tuck the toes of your left foot, straighten out your left leg. Inhale, bring your right leg back to join your left leg and push up and back into your downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Slowly tiptoe towards the top of your mat. We'll do it again for the other side. So feet are hip distance apart, palms are on the mat, bend the knees, inhale, exhale, push into the mat, backward swan dive, slight back bend, palms come together at heart center. So we'll do the other side. Inhale, center, arms high, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, forward fold, palms to the mat. Inhale, step back as you exhale on your right leg. Drop your right knee, untuck the toe. Left knee is over left ankle. Right hip comes forward, left hip comes back, a closed hip pose. Inhale, center. Come up to Anjali Mudra, palms at heart center. Stay here or take it a step further. Inhale, arms high. Son of the Wind pose, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, center. Exhale, palms come together back at heart center. Inhale, palms come to the mat, tuck the toe of your right foot, stretch out your right leg, and bring your right leg up to meet your left, hip distance apart. Drop your head, bend your knees slightly, grab opposite elbows, and rest for a moment in Ragdoll pose. Inhale, palms come to the mat, bend the knees, exhale, push into your feet, backward swan dive, slight back bend, palms come together at heart center, Anjali Mudra, arms come down by your sides, palms facing forward, Tadasana, mountain pose. So in Tadasana, bring your thighs close to one another, activate your glutes, knit belly button to spine, lift the heart, shoulders back and down. Feel the strength in this pose. And hold it here. Inhale and release. Take a moment here, wiggle about, and feel the warmth in your body. So feet are hip distance apart at the top of your mat. We'll go through a warrior one, a warrior two, a reverse triangle, and triangle pose on either side. So palms come together at heart center. Feet are hip distance apart. Inhale, center. Exhale, take a step back with your right leg. Foot is at a 45-degree angle. Hips are facing forward. If you're unsure, check by using your thumbs on your hips. Left leg is bent. The knee is over the ankle. Inhale, center, arms rise. Warrior one, shoulders back and down, Virabhadrasana one. Preparing to go into warrior two. Inhale, center. Exhale, begin to open up your hips. Left arm comes forward, right arm comes back. Your back foot will need to shift so that your front foot and back foot are perpendicular, and the outside edge of your back foot is parallel to the back side of your mat. Gaze is over your left fingertips, shoulders back and down. Pull the thighs in towards one another. Lift your heart, knit your belly button to your spine. Be really strong here. Inhale, center. Straighten out your left leg. Right arm drops down towards the right leg, left arm rises. Inhale. As you exhale, come back into warrior two, bending that front knee. Inhale, center, exhale, left forearm lowers down over the left knee, right arm comes up and over. Side angle bend. You can look at the floor out in front of you or twisting from the belly button through the neck, through the eyes, look under your arm. Inhale, exhale, allow your right arm to come back into warrior two. If your knee is pulling inside, pull it towards the outside, towards your pinky toe. Straighten out your left leg. Inhale. As you exhale, begin to hinge forward. When you can no longer reach forward, allow your left hand to come down towards your left shin. Wherever you can place it, that's where you want to place it. Right arm rises, gazes at the floor, straight out in front of you, or begin twisting and look up to the sky. Deep breath here. As you exhale, bend that left knee, come back into your warrior two, really strong. Pull those thighs together. Get really strong in your glutes. Preparing to come to the front of your mat. Inhale. As you exhale, push off of your back foot and come to the top of your mat. Palms together at heart center. Anjali Mudra. Feel the movement and the difference from one side to the other. So I'm going to switch over to this side because otherwise you just see the back of me. So this is now the left side. So palms together at heart center, feet are hip distance apart, shoulders back and down. Inhale, center. Exhale, left foot steps back at a 45-degree angle with your foot. Some people like to move their feet around because it gives them a little bit more stability. Right knee is bent and on top of the right ankle. Each side of your body may feel different, so be prepared for that. Hips are straight forward, closed. Inhale, center, stay here with bent knee. Or inhale, arms high. Get really strong, drawing your shoulders back and down, belly button to spine, thighs towards one another. Inhale, center, opening up to warrior two. So begin turning for an open hip pose to warrior two. Shift your back leg where you need to so that it's perpendicular with your front leg. The outer edge of your foot will be parallel with the back of your mat. Bend that knee. Really strong here. Thighs pull in towards one another, glutes get tight, belly button to spine. Look over your right tips of your fingers. Shoulders back and down. Inhale. As you exhale, straighten out your right leg. Allow your left arm to come down, your right arm to rise. Looking straight up. Breathing in and out through the nose. Inhale, center, exhale, bend the right knee, come back into your warrior two. Inhale, center, right arm, forearm comes down above the right knee, left arm comes up and over. Gaze can be at the floor, straight out in front of you, or twisting and looking up to the sky. Inhale, center. Exhale, push into your feet, come back into your warrior two, nice and strong here. Straighten out that front leg. Inhale, center. Exhale, begin to slowly reach as far as you can, hinging. When you can go no further, allow your right leg to come down and touch your leg somewhere. Left arm rises, triangle pose. Gaze can be at the floor, straight out in front of you, shoulders back and down, or gazing up at the sky. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend your right knee. Come back into your warrior two, shoulders back and down, thighs drawing into one another, preparing to come to the top of your mat. Inhale, center. Exhale, push off and come to the top of your mat. Palms together at heart center, Anjali Mudra. Arms by your side, palms facing forward. Eyes closed, breathing in and out through the nose. Feeling the strength and the sensations you have created in your own body. So opening your eyes, wiggle your feet, and come on down to your mat. So we'll come down as gently as you would like to on hands and knees. If this is available to you to sit down in, this is hero's pose. Shoulders back and down, sit for just a few breaths. Left hand, the top of the hand lies down in your lap. The top of your left hand lies down on top of your right, and your thumbs join together. So it looks like this, if you can see it. This is a meditation mudra. So breathing in and out through the nose, become aware of the sensations in your body and become aware of the flexibility you are allowing your body to have by doing this work. And in our theme of flexibility today, we'll visit our first affirmation. I welcome different points of view. I welcome different points of view. Just a few breaths here. I welcome different points of view. So inhale, center. As you exhale, place your palms on your mat. Allow your hips to go from one side or the other. Place your legs out in front of you, straight. This is Dandasana, which is called a staff pose because you look like a staff. Body should be nice and tall, sitting on your sit bones, nice tall spine. Inhale, center. As you exhale, allow your hands to sort of walk you forward until you can no longer hinge, and then allow yourself to just melt down over your legs. If there's too much pressure here, you can put blocks, you can put a bolster under your legs so that you're able to come down and really fold and get that release in your lower back as opposed to so much stress under your legs, because we're really working as much with the back here as we are the backs of the legs. So staying down in Dandasana for a few minutes. Your affirmation is, I am willing to change. I'm willing to change. Breathing in and out through the nose, releasing the lower back, releasing any tension in the neck, the shoulders, the jaw, the eyebrow, allowing gravity to help you sink lower and lower as you let everything go. And when we allow ourselves to let go, we become more and more open to change. Perhaps we're letting go of what we don't need. And preparing to come out of this pose, plant your palms, if they're not already there, on the mat. Inhale. As you exhale, slowly place your palms on your legs and push into your legs, giving yourself a nice little massage as you work your way back up to a tall seat. Take your time here. This is really a wonderful feeling when you get to your knees. Make circles around your knees one way and make circles around your knees another way. And then come on up through the thighs. Moving back to the palms back behind us, bend your knees, shift your hips so that you begin to come down on one side or the other, what works best for you. We will be going into a figure 4 pose here. You're on your side, slowly roll over on your back. Stretch out one leg and then the other leg, and both arms overhead, giving yourself a nice opposite stretch. Bend your right knee, bend your left knee, feet are on the floor, arms come down by your sides. Inhale, bring your right knee into the chest, and then your left knee into the chest. Interlace your fingers and gently rock back and forth. Inhale, center. Exhale, drop your left foot to the mat. Right knee is still in at the chest. Place your left ankle above your left knee. Inhale, center, come up and bring your left leg towards you. Interlace your fingers and slowly lower yourself back down on your mat. Both shoulders touching the mat as much as possible. Remember, you can place a block under your head. You can also place a block under your foot. If it's too much tension for you, you can also scoop the block weight out so that you're not pulling so much on your leg. So you find what it works best for you and you stay there for a few moments. And our affirmation here is, I enjoy the perspectives of others. I enjoy the perspectives of others. Breathing in and out through the nose, allowing all tension to be released. Tension in your thighs, in your low back, in your ankles, the backs of the legs. Preparing to move to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, allow your left foot to come down to the mat. And release your right leg and your foot to come down to the mat. Windshield wipe one way and then the other way. Just do a few of those to get a little bit of motion going. Return to center. Inhale, left knee comes into the chest. Right knee is still bent. Right foot is on the floor. Inhale, bring your left ankle and place it over top of your right knee. Inhale, center, lift up, bring your right thigh towards you, interlace your fingers. And as you exhale, slowly lower yourself back down to the mat, shoulders on the mat, head on the mat. Find what is comfortable for you. Once you have found it, release your feet. Relaxing into the pose, letting go. of what you do not need. I appreciate the perspectives of others. I appreciate the perspectives of others. Preparing to come out of the pose. Inhale, center, exhale, right foot comes down on the mat. Left foot comes down on the mat. A gentle windshield wipe back and forth. Preparing for our twist, extend your right leg straight out, your left leg straight out. One more stretch overhead. Arms come down by your sides. Bend your right knee, place your right foot on the floor, your left knee, your left foot on the floor. Inhale, center. Exhale, allow both knees to come down towards your right side. Let gravity do the work for you. If you find that your right knee, which is the closest to the floor, is too high up, place a block or a blanket or a cushion or a pillow underneath it. Don't just let it hang there. And while here, consider this affirmation. There is no right and there is no wrong. There are only thoughts. There is no right and there is no wrong. There are only thoughts. Allow yourself to relax totally on your mat. Take deep belly breaths in through your nose and out through your nose. There is no right, there is no wrong. There are only thoughts. And preparing to come to the other side, inhale, center. Flex your right foot. Press deeply into your right foot as you exhale. Activate your right thigh and slowly allow your legs to come back to center. You might feel a big adjustment has been made on your left side from the twist. So stay in center for just a breath or two before moving to the other side. So knees are bent, feet are on the mat, hip distance apart, shoulders are on the mat. Inhale, center. Exhale, allow both knees to slowly drop towards the left side of your mat. If your left knee does not touch the floor or is at least not touching something, place something there for it to touch. Arms can be by your sides. They can be out to the side in the shape of a cross. They can be overhead. So you can try different variations with your arms to see which sensation is best for you. And we're here for just a few breaths. So our last affirmation was, there is no right, there is no wrong, there are only thoughts. And the last affirmation today is, change your thinking and you can change the world. Change your thinking, and you can change the world. Preparing to come back to center, inhale. Exhale, flex your left foot, push into your left heel, activate your left thigh, and allow your left leg to bring both legs back to center. Feet are hip distance apart. Walk your feet out to the edge of the mat and allow your knees to fall in and touch one another. Change your way of thinking, and you can change the world. And preparing for Shavasana, walk your feet back towards one another until they are hip distance apart. Stretch out your right leg. Stretch out your left leg. Stretch out your right arm overhead and your left arm overhead. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Make fists with your fingers and your toes. Tighten every single muscle in your body so that you practically lift off your mat. Hold it and release. Bring your arms down by your side. Become aware of where your body touches the mat. I will sing a round of Om for Shavasana. To begin Shavasana for 2 minutes, and I will sing a round of Om to end Shavasana. And while in Shavasana, become aware of the sensations of your body, become aware of your thoughts, and consider the word flexibility and what it means in your life. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Make circles with your wrists one way and then the other way. Make circles with your ankles one way and then the other way. Lift your arms up over your head and stretch your body one direction and then the other direction. Bend your knees, place your feet on the mat. Lift your hips and roll yourself to one side or the other. And place your palm on the mat. Inhale, center. Exhale, push into your mat and slowly lift yourself up to a seated position. Palms come together at heart center, Anjali Mudra. Thank you for joining me in this practice today. I hope your life will yield lots of flexibility in your body, in your mind, in your spirit. Namaste.